Right, so today I am talking to Mr. Hassan and Miss Shakora, and they are going to introduce themselves in just a moment. But get excited because I'm telling you, they are one exciting couple, beautiful sister and handsome brother. But then what else is new? Our people are just beautiful like that, right? So I'm going to say this show is about unity. It's about Black folks all over the world uniting. And I believe that one of the best ways to unite is through love. Yes, loving you. Love me, I love you, I love you, I love you. We connect. Okay? So, I'm Black Queen, and this is the show where diaspora meets Africa and it becomes love. I don't know. I think in America they make the heart sound. I don't know what the heart sign is, like something like this. But hey, we're gonna talk about it. We don't need to know how to make it, right? I'm originally from Ghana, and today I'm bringing you Mr. Hassan. Oh, it's all the way in Nigeria. I call Nigerland. Okay, me, I'm from Ghana land. Okay, but West Africa, we're the same. Similar food, everything. We're from all from the same ancient empires. So we are brother and sister. And now on the other side, we have Miss Shapora, this beautiful sister. I can already see what Mr. Hassan was seeing. People in Nigeria make you hear, oh, this guy, he get good eyes. His eye, they find things. I'm telling you. Okay. So that's what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about how Africa met the diaspora, how diaspora met Africa and its love. So I'm gonna open the floor for you guys. First of all, welcome to the show. I want to thank you for agreeing to do this show with me today. I know time is so important for everybody. He's in Nigeria. He's supposed to be sleeping and having his beauty sleep, but because he loves his wifey so much, and she wants to bless me by doing this show, he said, "Yes, honey. See, if you want to live long as a man, always say yes, honey. You will live forever.
Right.
If you just say yes, honey, you will live forever. That's a promise." So he's doing it because his wife wants to do it to help show other people that it is absolutely possible to make love work between the diasporans and Africans. Okay. After all, we came from the same bloodlines. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So whoever wants to start first, please take it and just give us a brief introduction of who you are, where you currently are, and then we'll dig into the rest. Okay.
Ladies
Okay.
first.
Oh, um, Shakora- I'm Shakora. I'm from New York, but I'm living in Richmond, Virginia.
So Virginia is in the house. That's what they say
Yeah.
in America.
Yeah, my name is Azan. I'm from Nigeria. Yoruba, try to be precise.
So Yoruba in the house, guy in the
Yep.
house. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, right? So the Yoruba people they are watching you. I beg, make you not go say something to get yourself into trouble, okay? But feel free, okay? Feel free,
All
feel
right, no
free.
problem. No problem.
Anyways, like I said again, if you go to West Africa, you're gonna find out that all those lines that is here, this ones are speaking English, this one are speaking French. It is all an illusion. Some
Yeah.
people got excited and decided to draw their lines to share our land. That's what it have evolved over time and over time. So now that we're here, we've seen the beautiful sister. She said hey to the New Yorkers, and then she said hey to the Virginians, and then he said hey to the Yorubas, hey to the Nigers. I said hey to the Gangbe of Southern Ghana, and I'm in Georgia right now. So hey to the Georgians and everybody else who loves us. Hey to you. So let's get started, right? So how did this beautiful love story, how did it all evolve? Who found who and how did it happen? I'm excited. Tell me.
He found me.
Ah, he found me. By the way,
Yeah.
men, we like it when you men find us. So even if we find you, pretend. When you tell the story, pretend and say you found us. Okay? We like it that way. All right. So Hassan, Hassan, I think you
Yep.
said it Hassan.
Yep.
And I said
Yep.
Hassan. I'm saying it the Gandang way. Leave me alone. Uh-huh. So Hassan, how did
Okay.
you find her? How did it all come about? Now teach your brothers so in case if they are trying to find good things for themselves, show them the way. How did it happen?
On that blessed day, I
Mhm.
saw a post on platform on Facebook. It was it's a dating site.
Mm.
So I saw everything about her and I love her from there, from the first sight.
I'm dying, you.
Yeah.
That love from there.
So,
So
so
what
that's
site,
how we
if you don't
started.
mind sharing, is that site still existing?
Yeah, CSC. Yeah. But I'm
Okay,
not there anymore
you
because
are
I've
not
already
there. Of
found
course,
what
you
I'm
are not
looking
there
for.
now. You are not there. You are not there, oh. Sister. You heard, oh. The moment he saw. See, one thing I want to say is that see the African men in Africa, not the ones that are getting corrupted, but the
Yeah.
true ones, when they find what they want, it's like they get out of there fast. So if you are somebody, you are dating somebody in Africa, and they say they have found you, they should easily go away from the site, right?
Mm.
Because what else are you looking for? You found what you want, right? So that's the first sign.
Exactly.
So it's not there
Yep.
anymore.
Yep.
If you want to know the site, connect me. I'll give it to you. I'll give you the response, but for a fee. We live in a
Okay.
capitalistic world, okay?
Yeah.
So they will
That's
tell
it.
it to me when you want to know to find if you can try your luck and find a beautiful flower to bring to your house. Then you ask me, then I'll tell you. So it was a
Okay.
dating site, and so you went and you. So Miss Shapora, you posted something about yourself. I'm assuming
Yeah.
what you're looking
Yeah.
for, or
Mhm.
eh,
Not what I'm
It
looking
was the
for.
one poster.
what not what you're looking for, but it's just about you.
Yeah, just about me.
And then he
Yeah.
saw it, and he was, and your heart was doing like this. Ding, 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 ding. Did your heart do ding, 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 ding?
Who, me?
I'm asking him. When Hassan
Oh.
saw the post, his heart
Yeah, when
was
I saw the
doing.
post, I was like, oh. So I was like, oh, let me go ahead with this.
Eh,
So,
fast, fast.
Alhamdulillah. So even on that blessed day, there was a lot of comments under the post, but I didn't relent because I have to shoot my shot. So that's it.
African
So
man, oh,
and then
like this, Try. Anyway, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Just getting to know her the last couple of days, I see that she has a very humble heart and definitely a
yeah,
beautiful heart. So I want to congratulate you guys. But as you know, we're
thank
doing
you.
this show to encourage other people who want to connect with folks on the motherland, right? Because that is where our power lies. So, after you saw the post, you sent a comment, right? They call it
Exactly.
DM me
Yeah,
or something. So you DM
exactly.
and then after you saw it, tell us your honest truth, Miss Shakora. What did you think and how did the spirit move you? Tell us.
Um, at first I don't hold my tongue, so at first I told him like right away that I'm talking to like three other people. And
Honesty.
he
That's
waited.
why I love her so much.
Yeah.
So
You say you're talking to three people. And if I know my Yoruba man, he go say, no worry now. Now I go
yeah,
get my way to the top. Right?
yeah, and yeah, so he was patient. Like other people were like pushing me to hurry up and message them and FaceTime them, and he just waited in the background until I was ready. So that was a plus for me.
Yeah. So patience. So for you people back home who are trying to look for your flower in the garden. This one, the internet in a garden. It's a very big garden. And you are picking.
Yeah,
I just want to say there are dangerous flowers there. There are some flowers there. There's a snake surrounding it. So as you are picking your flower, be very careful, right? So
be
patience is
watchful.
one of the things that, you know, conquered the heart because he was patient, no rushing. Because some of you
Yeah,
African men, you are there, you'll be pushing, 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 pushing.
Mhm.
Don't do that. I'm always getting these questions where African guys are asking me, how can I really get the African American women to give me a chance? Because a lot of them feel like the moment they start talking, they're like, oh, he's a scammer, he's a scammer. So be patient, right? Don't rush. Be cool. If it is yours, or maybe call Hassan so he can give you some tips how he did it. You know, like I said, I'm the middle person, so call me. I will ask. Give me some money. You know, Anyways, we'll talk about that later. Yes. So then, after you met, right after the messaging, when did you finally decide to do like a video call? To see the face to face.
I think video was probably like the second day, maybe.
Yes.
And if I may ask, why would you advise somebody in your shoe to go ahead and get that video call out of the way?
To prove that person is real.
Me too.
To
I like that idea.
Yeah, to see them in their everyday, like the video call showed me exactly what he was doing. He told me where he was going, and I could see that for myself.
And I'm gonna come with these questions because our
Mhm.
brother over here is a Nigerian man. It's Yoruba to be precise, like you said. I live in America.
Yeah.
I know the kind of things that are going on around in the
Mm.
world,
Yes, it's
unfortunately, about
everywhere.
Nigeria. So I want to just ask this question. When you started feeling like, okay, this guy is somebody I can really, be with and deal with, uh, when you mentioned that to people that you knew, sisters, brothers, friends, everybody, what exactly was their reaction?
All negative.
Like what? They want to hear. Mm, my ears
Um,
are sweet to me.
um, it wasn't good. It was basically like, oh, he's gonna scam you, and how do you know that this is a real person, and how do you know you can trust him? And I just, blocked it all out and went with my heart.
Into your heart.
Yeah.
So the reason why I'm asking that because I definitely know it can't be easy. Sometimes Ghana guys, we think we have it hard though. Imagine being from Nigeria. The moment you say nine, when
You
you
run
say
away.
nine, they delete you, they block you. But I'm talking about this because there are so many wonderful, wonderful Black American sisters who are single.
Mm.
Unfortunately, they've had some negative experiences with even our Black guys over here. So now, oh my God, it does not take much to just chase them away. I'm telling you. I've seen it because there's some African American women I've come to know because I'm trying to do the connection, right? This connection, we need to do it. It should have been done way back. We have
Mm.
differences. I'm talking about Africans and the diasporans. We do have differences. But the thing is that I keep saying, when they see me, when they see her, the only thing they're going to see the difference right now is because the way she's dressed and the way I've dressed. Apart from that,
Mm.
black, whether I'm darker shade, lighter, so they don't see that. They only know that we're black. Until I open my mouth and I say something, they say, hey, this one has a different accent, right? So that they don't care. They just see us as black. So for that unity, we must build, right? I keep preaching small,
Yes.
small. So I'm gonna stop with the preaching. Let me go back. So
Mhm.
I'm just saying that to say that, please, sisters, don't be so fast to just discount somebody. Now, I don't want you to go and get scammed and then come and call me and start giving me insults. No. So if you are talking to somebody, me, I do this thing. I will call, I will investigate, I will check out the person for you. Because I have people in places. I'm an important person. So I just don't want our sisters and brothers to be taken advantage of because we have bad people everywhere. Same, we have criminals in America, criminals in Europe, we have criminals in Ghana, criminals in Nigeria, everywhere. Okay. So you always have to do your due diligence, but don't let that keep you away from the love of your life. Imagine this
Mm.
beautiful smile that we are getting from Miss Shakora. If she did not allow herself this chance, this would have never happened, right? At the
Mhm.
Yep.
same time, be cautious. Don't get scammed. Always make sure that you know somebody in the home country of the person you are talking to so they can check them out, right? Call me. I can help
Mhm.
you. So you know that you're talking to a real person, okay? Because I want you to connect to back home, but I don't want to have anything negative to say about this because Ms. Shakora has been to Nigeria. As you can say, there's a lot of good people there, right? I'm going to ask
Yes.
you about that later. I don't want to, put words in your mouth. So let's
Mm.
move on though. So what about you, Mr. Hassan? When you told your family that, I have met this flower, beautiful flower, but this flower, now they America. And
Although
what did they say?
what they said then something somehow. But what I've been hearing about Nigeria and also with Americans, like, oh, are you sure this woman gonna accept you totally? Are you sure she's real? So some of my family didn't believe until they set their eyes on her for the first time visiting Nigeria. So they was like, oh, it's real? Right.
Mhm.
So that's it. And
And
they
then
are all happy.
let me dig a little because I'll be troublemaker now because I know
Okay.
I'm African. I've been to I live in Ghana. I live here too, so
Mm.
I know. Are you sure? Somebody said, "Are you sure she's not gonna beat you?" Let's just be honest. Let's tell it like it is. So people, I like to tell truth so people are prepared because we have
Yeah.
to learn about each other. Because one thing that I'm sure now you guys have noticed is that the media is hard at work trying to keep us apart. So the
Yeah.
media tells people back home, oh, these people, see them. See, they're criminals. They're loud. They're gangsters. They are shooting guns. So, and now on the
Hmm.
other hand, they tell us that this your African American sisters and brothers, stay away from them,
Mm.
right? And then they tell you the other side, these people, they are, what does they say? Oh, Asians, they don't know this, they don't accept you, they dislike you, right? All those things.
Yeah.
So we're doing this. Now, it's nice to talk about love, but it's important to do the educational part too, right? Because there's been a
Mm.
lot of untruth that have been said on both sides when it comes to the media. So this is also to break some of those stereotypes, because the truth of the matter is
Yeah.
that there are some African American women who are even more humble than a woman you may meet in Nigeria or a woman you may meet in Ghana or somewhere else. Am I
So
lying?
no.
Yeah. So there are good people, there are good women everywhere, good men everywhere, bad
Yes.
women, bad everywhere, right? So I'm not saying you should close your eyes and pretend like there's no cultural differences because we're gonna get there in a second, okay? But anyway, so I don't
Sure.
enjoy all the conversation. Let me come back to you. So obviously your family were like, we're not sure because a lot of times it seems like African American can be very domineering. They won't let
Mm.
you
Yes.
think. As a
Yeah.
man, you have to hide under their skirt. So
Yeah.
your people get worried
E-
for you because
Even
African man
even
has
in
to be the head of
there was
has
like, yeah, okay. We know there are some stories here and there that people do say when you get to America, they're gonna be a day she gonna throw you outside, chase you outside of the house. So I was like, no, I trust this woman.
mm.
She's not the type.
And I'm not
So
gonna lie,
kind,
it has
so cool.
happened. It has happened, right? Because it's just the way the American system is. Like some of the differences we'll talk about here is that
Even they said they're gonna be a day she gonna shoot you down. I was like,
Oh no.
a lot of people have guns, so I'm not gonna lie, even women have guns over here, you know. So, but again, we need to get to know the person, feel their heart, feel connected, right? Because there has been fights between people who are both from Nigeria who are over here. There's been murders. So the thing is that
yeah.
love is a very sensitive issue, right? And if you love hard like me, I don't get sense when it comes to loving you. That's why I'm standing in my corner. I'm looking at you people love and I'm clapping for you. Cause me, when it comes to love, I don't get sense. I dey fall into it. I'm telling you, I like love. So if I do it too hard. So if
Love
you
is a
love
beautiful
like
thing.
me, you can get injured so much, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
So I understand. But I think you guys are on the right path. Really, really get to know each other. There'll be challenges because of the differences and where you are coming from. So on that note, let's
Sure.
jump into some of the differences, okay? I want to draw your mind back. Okay. But first I want to do something. When you first met, right? When you decide that you're gonna go to check him out in his own natural environment, right? How did you guys meet? Did you meet at the airport or how did it work? Tell us a little bit about that.
We met at the airport
Hmm. Hassan is smiling.
because when we first met, he met me arguing with some Nigerian men.
Because they were trying to warn you
Yes.
when you got there.
Yep.
And how did like the Superman? How did he do it? Hassan, tell me now. What did you do? You saw this
you
man
know
arguing with the men
that
and you said,
that day on our arrival, so I was
Mhm,
there like an hour before that time. So on arrival, she didn't have any phone to call me that she's around. So
mm,
probably those guys that are working over there, so probably they lent out their phone for her to call me that she's around. So
mhm.
those people used to do, they want some tips.
Small tip. Okay. Small tip.
So
Yeah.
I think she has already gave them, I think, $20 that day. So when they come out, I was like, oh, I need to give them something.
They
So my
want
wife was
more.
like, no, don't give them anything.
Because you had already told
I've
her
already
what's
given
up,
them
right?
$20. And the guy lied to me that was like, no, he's not the one that gave the money to. I was like, oh, leave them. That's how they used to do. So I have to give
It's
them
not like I'm
something.
telling
So
on ourselves. So,
it was raining that day. So we have to
ah,
leave.
it's a mess. So
So we have to
I
leave.
wanted to talk about this because it's not like I'm telling our business. But when you are home and somebody's coming to meet you, it's very important for you to explain things on the ground, right? Let me make you laugh. Oh. Recently, I was watching this show. It's called 90 Day Fiancé or something.
Yeah.
And the guy is from Cameroon. He's here. He married a white lady. So he's taking the white lady
Okay.
home, right? With his whole family, like two kids and mother-in-law, father-in-law, whatever. You know, this was show up in Cameroon, right? They brought a lot of stuff. So they were, at the airports, there's a lot of people who want to help you move your stuff to the car. But after that,
Yes.
you have to, we call it battering, batter their
Hmm.
hands, right?
Hmm.
Now you know the deal, right? You push hand, bring hand back. So he didn't
Mm-hmm.
explain this to them. So after they brought all these things to the car, they were standing there waiting and they were negotiating. And the white woman and her family were in the car. They were terrified. To him, wait, oh, this man is in his own country. They will do to But he didn't explain to them. So it was his fault because now they were really scared, like, oh, these guys are gonna attack the Cameroonian man, blah blah. So please, when you invite somebody to the motherland, make sure you explain things, lay it out before we get bad names. But I'm glad the woman stood her ground. Because you
So yeah,
prepared it, right?
no, I wasn't. I knew how it was. It's just they tried to take advantage of me. I knew that I had to, pay them for helping me. But
Mm-hmm,
Sure.
originally it was three of them, and they asked
mm-hmm,
me if I had $3, and I said I don't have change. All I have is a 20. So the three
mm-hmm.
of them was supposed to share that 20, and then later on they wanted more. So I was like, no, you're not getting any more.
Okay. Yeah, I just was explain. But my sister, let me tell you what. Yeah, from Ghana. When I show up in Ghana, they do me the same. Just so you know, you are not special than me. Because basically they know we have forgotten the money conversion. You don't know how
Mm.
heavy the money is now, right? So when you show up there and you don't have anyone once, right? It's like somebody is gonna bless me today. So that's just how it is. But you have to understand people are suffering. A lot of people are not making good ends meet. So they wanna try to I don't think they're trying to be criminals. People are trying to survive. I'm not making excuses. Though. I like to explain things. Anyway,
Mm.
so when you saw her, you are like, did you say, did I made the right choice? Or were you like, hey, Papa God, help me? Tell the truth. That's for Hassan.
Uh, you know what? Though we have been doing a lot of video call before she came, but I was so anxious. I was like, "Oh, she the one?"
You're afraid before you go hack somebody and
that
somebody slap you, right?
that Ashanti was so much.
Hmm.
So, well, Alhamdulillah. So I was so happy. It's
Yeah.
what I heard out for. Is what I got.
Hey. You know, when you get that thing that you've been praying for, see, you do like what do you call somersaults. You wanted to do it, but your legs will not let you do the jumping, right?
Because it's ready. So that's why I wasn't
Uh,
permitted to do such. So
and
that I
what
was
about
so
you,
happy.
sister? What about you? When you saw him, you said, "Hey, what have I gotten myself into?" Or you were like, "Hallelujah." Well, you say, I'm going to say hallelujah, but you will say, what is this?
Mashallah.
Al,
Mashallah.
Allah,
Mashallah.
Mashallah.
mashallah. You say, mashallah. You got it? See the
Yeah.
way he's laughing at me. Were you excited and happy? Did you feel confident in your choice?
Yeah. So
All right.
before I got there, I was scared that all of our communication would not click when we saw each other in person.
Mm-hmm.
But when I did it, everything fell into place.
Wow. Shall love is sweet, oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's sweet, oh. It's very, very sweet when you find the right one. He
Sure.
said, carry me go. After you find good love, you don't even care if you die tomorrow. I'm not saying I want to die. Nobody's dying tomorrow. But once you find good love, then
I mean,
anything can happen. You don't even care. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know you have love on your side. So I'm really happy for you guys. But I know when it comes to love matters, not everything is always so smooth, especially coming from different backgrounds, right? So
Mhm.
talk to me. When you got there, what was the first disagreement you had after you had arrived home? Somebody should think back.
When in Nigeria,
Yeah, once you were there, because there will be challenges, there are differences, right? So, okay, let me put it this way. What is something that him or somebody in his family did, and you were like, nah, we don't do that in America.
I wouldn't. Okay, I wouldn't say it was nothing from his family. It was at the court wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I was ready to fight some men. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
this your wife. Oh. This your wife. Don't play with her.
So, um, the our traditional marriage was different than what I saw there. I didn't expect it. Um, they didn't cater to Muslim marriages, so everything was catered to Christians, and
Oh,
everything was like Hallelujah and Jesus this, and
oh.
everything opposite of what we're used to. But we had to go through it because it was a court marriage.
So the
So
court one is based on Christian weddings.
yeah, and
See,
that
we're
that
learning.
was
I didn't know that.
yeah, that wasn't the problem. The problem was the loud music, four weddings at one time, so you could barely hear what was going on. They would announce, everybody say this, everybody say that for four different
Mhm.
marriages going on. And then you had people in the background just, banging their banjos and the music and everything, and then they wanted you to pay them.
So it was
And
a mess.
yeah, it was a mess. And then I'm telling them, no, I don't have any money. So they purposely came closer to me to bang their drums and stuff in my ear, and I was just getting
She's the
annoyed.
one
And
from
I
America. She has done it.
yes, yep. So they targeted me, and I was just giving them the looks. We couldn't understand each other, but they understood my looks.
I like her. So, Hassan, now you explain it to us, because I've not been to Nigeria. So
okay.
what is she saying? Is it a normal thing for you coming from there? Was there anything strange about that occasion, or is that normal?
Mm, firstly, about the being doing some things in Christians' ways.
Uh-huh.
Though there's freedom of religion here. So you're free to do anyone you like, either Muslim, Christian, or traditional. But some when it comes to anything like educative something, so they believe that is everything have to be in Christians' ways, which is not. But if you wanna do your things in Muslim ways, no one
You don't
gonna
have a
gonna
choice.
so you have to do it.
You're doing
So
it, but when it comes to the courts, the structure
eh,
based on
exactly.
Christianity.
For example, now when they wanna do the swearing for us, there's a Quran and there's a Bible also.
Oh, okay.
So So we are free to
You make
do
your
whatever we
choice.
want. Exactly.
Yeah, but
So about the
they had
Go
a
ahead.
hard
when I
time
said
finding the Bible. I mean the Quran.
Oh, so it was there, but they didn't really have the expertise to do it
Mm.
yeah,
the Islamic way.
the you
That's
know
what you're saying.
you know the problem where the problem is. Can you hear me?
Where is it?
You
Mm.
know we Muslims we don't believe in court marriage.
Mm.
You know,
So
we
it's more
Muslims,
for
we can
them.
marry as many as we want. So they believe that even not because you want to use it for maybe for official purposes, maybe for
Mm-hmm.
traveling or something. So
You
they don't
don't
believe
need
we
it.
Muslims can come to the exactly. So
I got you.
we don't believe in it. Yes. So they
I got
believe
you.
all everyone that is coming to court for marriage, they are Christians.
Mm.
Let
So
me ask a question though. She said there were 4 marriages at the same time. Now, is it normal or can you book a marriage ceremony in a court for just yourself? Can you do that? Or is it always in groups?
it's always in groups because no
Uh,
people are many. So to
in
save the time,
Nigeria, the
so
population is very
yeah,
high.
exactly, you get it. So that's
So I
why
guess
it
the
happens
court
like that.
one, you can't get it individually, but then for your own traditional one, you can really do it
Ex
the way you want, right?
Yeah.
because yeah, exactly, you get it.
I see.
And
I see.
about the drummers, the drummers they are there to entertain people.
They want
So
money to eat.
the whole people exactly.
They must feed
They
their
spend yeah,
families. That's some people's job,
exactly.
right?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
they think through the entertaining people, so they think you're gonna give them something. So
Mm.
what they are doing is they're like a job to them. That's their occupation. So
So,
they
next
think
time when she comes home,
and
the
the problem
advice,
is that
go ahead.
exactly they don't they, even some of them they didn't know you are not from Nigeria.
Uh,
So
oh, because she
so
was wearing the Mayafi and everything.
exactly.
Ah. So they'll just,
So
are you
so
sure? They said there's a American smell.
sure.
They said that to me. They said there's American smell. Like I can smell you have American. I said, hey,
Sure.
I don't know American smell, but they know. Brother, when you come
Yeah.
here and go there, they'll tell you. You're smelling like
Sure.
America.
Sure. Sure.
So I think they were
Sure.
smelling, the American there. They were moving to
But
the America.
those old men,
Uh,
they won't be able to identify that. Those old men. So that
talk for
no,
yourself. Oh.
those
Talk for
babas.
yourself. That smell, they said there's American smell. That is how they can perceive you have arrived, you know. But I'm really I'm glad that I mean at least I hope you are beginning to understand the culture. At first it may be strange, but the more you go, because a lot of people when they go home they think, oh, these people, oh my God, because they have the perception that I'm going home and my people should accept me. What people don't realize is that a lot of Africans have not gone. We don't even know what happened to the people in the blacks in America. They don't teach us that in its aspect. When Hassan come here, there's gonna be some things you'll be shocked to find out. Because when you're back home, you think slavery happened so long ago. You know,
Hmm.
you don't even know that people still treat black folks differently,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
And so you come here, you're like, "Hmm." So sometimes when our people, diasporans come, they feel, oh, we're coming home. And so when they see people try to cheat them and stuff, they think, oh my God, I'm thinking I'm coming to my people and this is what I'm getting, right? But I
Yeah.
just want to, plead to our siblings coming from the diaspora that it's not that they are targeting you to cheat or anything like that. It's just still the colonial mind says that everything on the other side, there's dollars, there's pounds, there's money there, everything is better there. You hear, you
Yeah.
see how we are working as slaves.
Sure.
Yeah, at least for our ancestors, somebody was chaining them down to do it. But now nobody chaining us, so we bring ourselves. And we even
Hmm.
work harder than you
The
know what I'm
previous
saying?
people. Yeah.
Because we want to pay our bills, right?
Hmm.
So I'm just saying that. So when you go home as a diaspora, try to see where they are coming from because they don't really know what black folks go through in this country and what they have gone through because we're not privy to that. We don't learn so much about slavery and all those things. Like maybe 2 pages in a history book or maybe a
Yeah.
line. That's it, right? So I hope that people seeing these things and we uniting, will be able to teach those others what is going on so that they can also come out of the colonial mentality so that we can be more united, right? So let's talk about
Sure.
you guys. So That was something different that she noticed. She didn't really agree with the way things were done at the wedding, because I think in America, freedom of religion, that means you can, I don't know, I've not been to Islamic marriage in the US. So when you go to get married here, assume they bring out the Quran, right? And you do it that way, correct?
So I've never done a legal Islamic marriage. I mean, so for Islamic marriage in our culture, we go to the mosque.
To the
But
mosque.
yeah, but for America to accept it, we have to go to the courts.
Okay, so you do it at the mosque, and then you're going to apply for the
Yeah.
certificate. Got it.
hmm
Got it. I see. So that's a different. Okay, so what about you, Hassan? I'm coming to. I know this beautiful lady, as far as you are concerned, she's perfect. She's absolutely perfect,
No,
but she's coming
being
from a different culture.
no, about the Muslim marriage here in Nigeria, right?
Hmm.
Uh, I think it's something similar also.
They can
We
do it.
only went to mosque, so that's it. That's it. So the mom gonna join the both couples together. So that's it. So they're gonna give them just a mosque certificate, not legal one.
Certificate from
Yeah,
from the government. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean
So
from the mosque, not from
from
the
the
government.
mosque too,
Mosque. Yeah,
but you went to the court one,
We had to
so
do
do you
both.
get two?
yeah.
Yeah,
We,
we
we
did
did
both.
the both. Yes,
So you get
you have
two
the court.
certificates.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, interesting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of these countries, it depends on whatever they call their national religion or whatever it is. So you may be Islamic in Nigeria, but I don't know if it's Nigerian is the national religion. Is it considered like a Christian country or something? I'm not really
Nigeria,
sure what
right?
it's listed as. Yeah, Nigeria. I'm not sure what it's
Nigeria
listed
is
as.
all no, it's not based on one religion, so you can do whatever you
Uh,
want. Yeah,
okay. So
well,
let's go
it's
back this
mixed.
way, right? I
Okay,
know for you, she's perfect every way. When she smiles,
Allah,
everything is perfect. But she was raised in America, and obviously women are raised differently in this culture, right? So
sure.
tell me, is there something throughout your interaction with her that she did and you're like, this is not how women act in our culture? Has that come up yet?
No,
I don't lie. She's already
Ser-
promised not to get.
seriously,
You cannot get into trouble
seriously.
anything you say on this show.
No, I can't lie. Seriously, if there is, I'm gonna tell you.
So the whole time when she
But
comes there, when you guys go out, you never encounter any situation where it's like, oh, this is really not like Islamic Nigerian women behave.
even don't let me say what I want to say,
You will not
because
get into
everything.
trouble. She has promised because we are learning. So don't get into trouble. She can, okay, we are doing whatever we do. Me and you, he cannot get into trouble because we are learning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So tell.
You know, that's why even sometimes I do call her angel, because everything. Sometimes I do. I always wondering that are you from Africa? Maybe you are from Nigeria, because everything about her, how she behave, how she talk, the mode of dressing, everything is so Islamic. Even the way she talks. So everything about her, everything. No one is perfect, right? But I gave her 97%.
How 97?
Yep.
Nah lie. Papa nah lie. 97.
Seriously,
Ah,
I'm
97.
serious.
Okay, okay, I'm getting jealous here. Let me leave it alone. But I'm trying, maybe we're learning something here. Could it be because of the religion that you have in common?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I want to
Yeah.
say something. I'm thinking that Islamic women are supposed to be, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong, not too vocal. Like the way you found her arguing with the men at the airport. Is that how Islamic
No,
women behave?
no, that's not
No,
true.
no.
So
Which
it's
is not true.
it's the Islamic women are not supposed to be vocal. Um, the our prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, his wives were very vocal.
Very vocal. So
Yeah.
see, that's another concern because I think because you wear the hijab and everything is nice, 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 nice.
No, that's not Islam. That's more cultural. Like other
Exactly.
culture put that on their women.
Mm-hmm.
So me being American doesn't make it doesn't. I'm not following other cultures.
Okay. So I'm coming to him again. He said I'm gonna
Mhm.
try to get into trouble. I'm not. What I'm saying is that because I know some Islamic Ghanaian women, Nigerian women. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking that for what I and I could be wrong, that they're supposed to be more, maybe less vocal outside, but maybe
Mhm.
more home. They can be more vocal. Am I wrong on that one?
Mm, the problem is, you know that the how the personality of each people is quite different from each other.
Comes through, comes through in the
Uh,
religion.
so religion is aside, so personality also is aside.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it.
So personality comes through regardless of whether a person is a Christian or Islam. That's what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Exactly. Exactly.
Would you say she's more vocal than Nigerian women in general, or
Sure, 100.
she's more vocal?
Yeah.
But as I understand, I don't know about the Islamic part, but I know that Nigerian, like Yoruba man, father of his castle, don't forget to have an African woman. So I'll go there. Like, like the man is the head of the household,
Yes,
that's
yes,
the
yes,
traditional part, right?
yes,
So
yes.
in that case, are you guys compatible in that case? Are you the
Sure,
king
we
of
are.
your
You
castle?
know what? You know what?
What?
As a woman, it's good to be vocal, right? But
It's good to
at
be
the same
what?
time, as a woman, you have to be submissive.
Okay.
So in every aspect, since
Not
your
really for
husband,
fighting.
yeah, yes, once you're married, so you have to submissive to your husband. So
Okay.
that's it. Even it's
So
not about being Islamically only.
so Islam
Generally,
does not demand that
it's
the
also
wife is
it's demanded
submissive.
in Islam.
Okay.
It's demanded. But what I mean is that it's not because of the religion. So every woman that is married have to be submissive to her husband.
Well, not all religion says that now. So I think that anyway, let's not go into religion. I was just trying to see how that aspect of your relationship is working out, right?
Okay.
Because I
Okay.
live in America.
Okay. So,
In America, women, that submission thing is an issue. So let me
hmm.
come to her. How are you finding
So
that?
okay.
Do you agree that women should be submissive to their husbands?
Yeah.
And for you, that comes from the Islamic religion, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
That's what I
it's
wanted to know.
it depending on that woman's personality, whether she's Muslim or not, she chooses
Exactly.
to follow that.
She
That's why I
chooses
said
to follow
personality
that.
matters most.
And
Yes.
I just want to say, a lot of times guys think that because when I was younger, I'm not old though, but I'm old enough. I've said it like when I was younger, if you tell anything, submit. Me, when I was getting married, I went as far as telling the preacher man, I said, when you get to that place where I say women should submit, skip that one. I did. And he said yes, but when the time came, he did not skip. And he said it. And I had to say it because everybody was like, until I said it,
So
it felt better.
so that word submissive is kind of broad. So
Hmm.
it's not really,
Yes.
there's more to it than to just say submissive.
And I wanted to add to say that at this my age, I don't think it's a bad word. I think the problem is that it has to do with how some men take the word, like the
Yeah.
submission. Okay, so you cannot breathe, though. You cannot drink water without asking me for
No.
permission, all those things.
Yeah.
No.
And I
No.
think
No.
all human
No.
beings,
No.
we need some
No.
type of autonomy to make
Mhm.
decisions. So if
Yes.
your husband takes that away from you completely, there's no way
No.
you can have a self as a woman and completely submit to a
The
man,
the the,
you
the
know?
submission I'm talking about is not being making her a slave.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, oh,
So
Papa.
that,
I see why you like. Okay, you don't even like. You're past like. I see why you love him. Okay, it's not about
so be,
enslaving the woman.
it's not about slavery. So everyone has their own right.
We can, as a woman, definitely, I respect the man, and I expect him to be there. Like if something is coming, I'm gonna go hide behind the man. So I understand your authority and all those things, right? I can respect that and submit under your authority as my protector.
No, you have to be respecting each other.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it.
But I think it's
So
some men who have messed it up for you guys. Because it's like you cannot drink water without even asking him. Why are you drinking
No,
water without asking
no,
him?
no, that's
no.
out of it. That's slavery.
That's
No.
slavery. Thank you. Okay, let me leave that one alone. He's like, this one almost got me into trouble. I wasn't trying to get into trouble. This will help you in the future because in the future you can put this thing up and watch it. I've kept you guys for so long. I don't want to continue doing that, but I'm really loving you guys. I might even have you guys back again because I think you are a wonderful example of people who are making cross culture.
Inshallah.
Some of us who
Inshallah.
married within our culture, we didn't even make it though. So this one, I'm clapping for you guys. Not easy.
Thank
But I
you.
want you guys to be really, really honest with me. Again, think about some conflicts that have come up. Something that is very different the way you expect marriage to be versus how you are seeing it now because of the differences in the culture.
So it's kind of hard to answer that because we don't live together.
Ah, more things will come when you live
Yeah.
together. You're very
hmm
smart
Sure.
woman oh, because visiting. Now I used to do long distance, so I noticed that when you go to visit, it's so nice because not
Yeah.
everything you are like you let it go because your small mind is like going back home. Oh, but then when you got to live together, you pack your bag. You're like, wait, I can't go. I live here now.
Sure.
Yeah.
So those times will come. But I believe that with love and understanding. The only thing I can say is
Sure.
that always talk
But
it out.
so
Sure.
even though before we got married, we discussed a lot of, how we want it to be
Hmm.
as far as like if we have disagreements, how we want to deal with it, not holding grudges, not keeping anything in, telling each other right away. So I think that helped a lot to
So you
stick
have a
to,
plan.
yeah, yeah,
That's something that if you're planning to ever get married, regardless of if it's gonna be intercultural or whatever, please take notes. They said make a plan ahead of time how you are going
yeah.
to handle differences. But I'm not gonna
Mhm.
lie to you.
Yeah.
Oh, me too, when I was getting married, I had a good plan
Yeah.
about not letting anger overnight or whatever. Along the line, America is a stressful place, so I'm telling you. Along the line, that thing got disappeared. Or you go to work,
Mm.
everybody else has made you mad. And you come home, you don't wanna deal with anybody else in your house, giving you wahala. The next thing you know, you sleep, you're like, okay, sorry, man. Yesterday I forgot to tell you sorry. And then the next thing you know, you owe a whole bunch of sorry, sorry, sorry. I wish you guys well. It's definitely
Thank
it's
you.
not easy. But let's talk about this. I talked about this behind the scene, but what do you think? I'm gonna say this one to you first, Miss Shakora. What do you think about living in Nigeria? How do you find living there? Is it peaceful compared to the US?
Um, so we discussed wanting to build a vacation home there, but I don't think I would want to live there
And I'm an African, so I'm gonna say why. Don't mind me. I'm just being
because
frank.
if Hassan tells me so much about the problems of making a living there. So I don't want to live somewhere where it's going to be a problem to provide for myself. That's the first thing you have to, figure out if you're going to live somewhere.
Mm. But why a vacation home? Why not forever live home?
Because there's no source of income there.
Yeah, but when you retire, or is that what you mean by vacation home? Or you don't
Yeah,
plan to retire?
as an American, you don't even. I don't know. I don't see retiring.
See, I don't like that you work till you drop.
Yeah.
Oh, not good. But I want to say the reason why I say that is that I'm an African, as you know. Most of
Mhm.
us, when we come here, this is not our country. We don't want to live out here forever. The goal
Mhm.
is we hustle here, we gather
Yeah.
money, and we go and live.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, most of us find out that we are trapped in this place
Yeah.
because no matter how hard we work, we are not. And I'm
Mhm.
speaking for not only me, oh, if all the African people out there abroad, UK, wherever, if they will tell the truth, it's true. Some of us had 10-year plan. Some of us had
Mhm.
20. Now we are past 30. We are past 40. And we are
Yeah.
still trying to work the plan we had that we're gonna save money and make, something home so we can go back. And that's what I'm
Mhm.
asking. So let me ask that to your husband. Are you planning to live out here forever too?
Mm, you know what? According to our plan,
Uh-huh.
so when we're in America, we live there for some time. So if you wanna come to Nigeria, so once we have our vacation home, so we're gonna be staying there. And there's no permanent home. Everywhere is home for human being.
There's
You
no
understand
permanent
me? Yeah, wherever when you're living that you are making sense. So I think that's your home.
and making sense. Okay, now I'm going to
Yeah.
challenge you. My sister, I hope you don't gonna begin to dislike me. I'm gonna challenge you
Okay.
because you know
Okay.
how we Africans we're like tied, family ties,
Mhm.
right? And for me, when my mama was in Ghana, honestly, I guess you can say home is where the mom is. Some people say that. But for me, it's like Ghana is always home. Though I've lived in this country for so many years, right? Because one thing is that I realized that when I'm home, everybody is black. And when you come to America, you see that is something that's different. Wherever you go, they remind you that you're not white. And not that you want to be white, but it's a certain peace of mind when you have being home. You probably can't answer this until you come to America. So we're gonna have this conversation maybe 5 years after you are here. What do you think? We'll go back and then do re-interview, right?
So you're asking me?
No, him. Because what I'm saying that I think he will only understand that when he's here. Because he's
No,
saying
you
home
know,
can be
you know
anywhere,
what?
right?
We Africa, we do think like so. No matter how when you went to journey, so we believe when you come back, you have to come back to your home country. That's your home. That's your home. But to me, in my own perspective,
Uh-huh.
wherever where someone is living, once you are happy, that's my home.
That's your home. Could it be
That's
an
it.
Islamic thing? I'm
No.
wondering.
No. It's not like Islamic thing. Not everything is religious. You have to
Because
have your home.
one thing that I realize sometimes African family members have concern is that when you marry somebody in America or somewhere else, then you are lost to them because then you no longer want to come home. And that's difficult for people to get used to because you always have responsibilities to the family.
Sure.
See what I'm saying? Have you guys talked about that?
So that listen. So that's why we said we have a vacation home. So during the vacation, any responsibility they want me to take care of. So I'll be there for them. Spend the time I'm home. So to
Okay.
me, wherever I'm living, that's giving me joy. That's my home. So I have to be thinking that maybe when I spend like 20 or 15 years in America, I'm coming back to Nigeria. No,
Okay. Wherever you
that's
are. So basically,
wherever it's giving
for
me
you,
peace,
the
happiness.
home
So
is
that's my
where wifey is. Because he said happy. And you guys can see whenever he talks about her, face, smiles automatically. So that means happiness means Nishakora. So that means
exactly.
she's home.
Yeah,
Your mama
you
will
get it.
beat you. Your mama will beat you. Well done. Me, I'm very realistic. Oh, I'm telling you the truth. Madam, if you want his family to love you, make sure that he goes home a lot. Because after a while, they will dislike you if he's
You
like completely
you
gone
know
away
what?
from them.
You
That's
know
how we
what?
are. We love to keep
She
our
she's
brothers close, our, you
she's
know,
she she's so accommodating. Even before this time around, she was the one that brought up the idea that we have to have a vacation home, so you can be going home alone, or we're gonna be going together. So you're gonna be
yeah.
visiting your family probably every 6 months. So she was the
And
one that
that's a
brought the idea.
wonderful thing. Because I'm saying to
So
everybody, if you marry into an African family and you want them to like you, because we don't only do the marriage between the two of you is not just the two of you. You know how we do it in Africa. All
a
the
family,
brothers are your husband too. In fact, some cultures you call your husband's brothers, you call them my husband too. And then they will call you our wife, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
you want to do your best because America,
like
everything is individual. When people marry,
yeah,
they take only themselves. The woman,
mm,
they go, they marry, they do.
that's all.
But when you did it back home, I'm sure family members followed you, right? So everybody is involved in the marriage, right?
Yes, yeah,
So if you want to marry into an African family, trust me, it will go a long way. You don't have to, you know that people have struggled because here it's like, well, why did they have to come to my house? And that is your people and that kind of stuff. but you really, if you want the marriage to be sweet, it's really important. And I'm just advising you. You don't have to listen to me. Who am I, right? But it will really go a long way when you try to, accommodate them. Make a place for them in the relationship so that they will love you more. Because if their family realize that you are the one who pushes him home, they won't even listen to him. They will love you more. And every time he misbehaves, they'll call you and they'll say, check
Yeah,
your
sure.
husband, check your husband. And that is when your marriage is very sweet because they don't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
listen to him. They listen to what you
That's
have
Af-
to say.
that's
So that's a
that's
little tip.
Africa for you.
That's a little tip. They'll be like, what's your husband? What's your husband? And let her call and tell them that you did something bad. Oh, you are in so much trouble. They'll be like, why are you doing to our wife? Why are you doing to our-" You're like, wait a minute, she's my wife. It's our wife too, right?
Yeah.
So that's the secret to, having a sweet African marriage. Get very close to the man's family, get close to the woman's family, and then if she does something wrong, just call them. They will do all the talking for you. You don't do anything anyway. All right. So it's an
So
She's
easy
doing
thing.
all that already.
there's a
Oh,
question you
sister,
didn't
you are
ask.
smart. Oh, you have a question. Go ahead.
No, I said there's a question you didn't ask me.
Oh, please bring it.
So you didn't ask me, do I plan on retiring and staying in America forever?
But you said vacation home, and I said retiring, and you said you haven't thought about it. So talk to me about it. What are your plans in
Oh,
terms
so
of
I don't
retiring?
want to live. I don't want to live in America forever.
So that's what I meant by after, when you say
Hmm.
vacation home, I'm thinking vacation, you go and then you come back. That's why I was like, so you don't want to live at home. So you plan
But
to
I don't
live,
not in Nigeria forever either.
okay, so you will travel.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know you have some secret plans. You don't have to share all of us with us, but
No,
It's confidential.
I'm looking
what?
at other.
It's confidential.
Confidential, top secret, we call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close one eye, top secret, right? I got you. I got you. Yeah. But I think it will begin to make more sense because Hassan, have you traveled out of Nigeria before?
Nope.
Yeah. I mean, when you come here, a lot of things will change. You have different perspectives. But I think you guys have the communication thing going, so you'll be okay. Because I think communication, everything works out. Me, I believe
Yes.
that communication is like super key. If you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
talk about things, you will definitely find a way to make it work. So I
Yeah.
want to ask you guys to share a few things with, like I said, some people are watching who wants to do what you guys are doing, right? What is your advice? Like your Niger guys who are there, who are thinking of finding a beautiful flower in America, what will you say to them? What is the advice? How
Hmm.
do they go about it without being
My
rejected
my
by the women?
my biggest advice for those guys outside there is that they should try to be a trustworthy person. They should don't be a scammer.
Trustworthy
That's it.
person.
Yes. Once you're a trustworthy person, so everything gonna be working smoothly. That's it.
Okay, okay.
And
That's good.
another thing I wanna say is that it's not all African men, especially in Nigeria, not all of us are scammers. But
Absolutely
the
not.
problem is the majority they are the one that blackmailing others. So
hmm
that's it.
And tell
And
them,
we
what is the
pray.
population of Nigeria? That's the thing. People should really understand how huge the population of Nigeria is. This many
I
people
think
cannot be
we are
scammers.
we are, we are over 250 million now.
See.
Dang.
So even when 1 million goes out and do bad, now everybody thinks everybody's bad. It's just that the population is
That's it.
huge, right?
That's it.
So that's why. So
The,
there are,
the,
let's say
the,
1
the
million
rotten eggs are
are
too much.
scammers. There's still
Yeah,
249 million that are not scammers. So you need to
exactly.
look and dig deeper. The good guys are there, right?
Sure.
So he said be
Sure.
trustworthy, right? And then people
Yeah.
should know not everybody in Nigeria is a scammer. There are good men who are looking for proper
We are
wives
many.
to marry and
Yeah.
settle and make
Yeah.
a good life.
Sure. Sure.
Trustworthy,
Sure.
not scammers.
Trustworthy, and they should stop behaving like a gold digger.
Who? The Niger guys should stop
Yeah.
being a gold digger. Now, how do you stop
Yeah.
being a gold digger? How does that work? Don't
Mm,
ask money.
yeah, exactly, and they have to be contented.
They have to be contented with what they have.
Exactly.
Love with your heart. Don't be loving
Ex-
with, well, you guys are men, so it's hard for you to love with your heart. No, never mind. Don't listen to me. Men, they forget which one to
Look,
love with.
look,
So let me
look,
rephrase.
everything is not about money or material things.
It's not. If you follow money a
Yeah.
lot of times, trust me, it goes. People who have followed the Africans who have traveled abroad and they have followed dollar, dollar, dollar. You know how you men, you like your waist to work very well. When they follow money, by the time they are 45, their waist, it not fit,
You,
it not work again. So
you get it.
money is not everything. Let us start thinking
Exactly.
about quality of life. Quality of
Exactly.
life. And that's what,
Yes.
and whilst we are here, let us talk to African leaders and presidents. Stop messing up our countries and forcing our
Exactly.
young people to come out. We have
Exactly.
everything it takes to be in our own country and
Yeah.
earn money and do other stuff. Stop
Yes.
messing up our money so that we have to keep going out. For this place,
Yeah.
it's killing us. So people are losing their waist, eh?
Hmm.
And their marriages because somebody is stressed out. Nobody is smiling. So I'd rather stay in Africa if I can, like she said, if you can earn money in where you are,
Mm,
you'll be happy to work and make a living,
Sure.
right?
yeah.
All right.
Sure.
So don't be a scammer, don't be greedy, be
Yeah.
trustworthy. Don't be quick to
Yeah.
ask for money, right? Don't be
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
pushy, right?
They should be contented. Yes.
Some of our guys, even when they just meet somebody 30 seconds, they say, I love you. I think it's a
Yes.
cultural thing. American women don't dig that. So stop it.
Sure.
If you
So
say
they're
I
gonna.
love you after you meet them 1 hour, they'll say hi. You don't
I
even know
just
me.
know you.
How can you love? But
Sure.
when Africa meets you 30 seconds and they say I love you, they actually mean it because they mean they have fallen in love. They saw the shape
Yes.
and their mind got confused. That's love, right? So don't be so quick to say love to. I'm saying your part. You be quiet.
Yes.
Auntie
Sure.
Shakora, tell us, what's your advice? Talk from the American women's perspective, American black women perspective, right? What would you say to the sisters that, when you meet somebody online, what to look for? How should you consider them? Should you give them a chance? It's to us.
So with me, I know it's kind of cheesy, but it's just I follow my heart, and
Follow your
my
heart.
heart just took control. Yeah.
Mhm. But some of us women, our hearts are dangerous. So we don't because our hearts don't understand how to love. So if your heart
Mm,
is not like her heart, but it's like your heart has sense. Some people,
mm,
our hearts don't get sense when it comes to loving.
mm,
So listen to your heart, but you also have to use some intuition.
yeah.
If you are not seeing the person talking to you, like you said, always,
Mm,
I say, always make sure quickly you start talking to the person.
yeah.
Yeah. They should be watchful.
Watchful. And you're a man.
Yes.
What should American women look for? What should they avoid when trying to date, the African men?
No, no, it's not easier to quickly notice maybe someone is lying or someone is a scammer or something. So though with their chatting or their appearances also, if you are someone that have some intellectual, so you can easily get them, but not
Be
everyone have
watchful.
that knowledge.
Be
So
watchful.
that's
I
it.
say be watchful.
I and you know
Listen to
that
your
even
heart.
so
Pay attention, right?
exactly,
And always,
exactly.
don't forget, Hassan is here. Now, see, I have connections in places. Hassan is here. So you call me and say, hey, Blackman, I'm talking to this guy. He say he's in Ibadan. He's in Lagos. Can you get somebody to check up on them to make sure they are holding? We will do it. It's my
Mm,
business now. You will pay me some naira or CDs or dollars,
Oh,
pounds,
dollars.
whatever. But I'll do that for you because I do believe that we can connect and we should connect wisely. But I've come across some African American women, they are really quick. They're so suspicious. You know what I'm saying? The guy said, oh, he went here. Oh, no. How can you be here and be here at the same time? It's like, you got to calm down. there is no way you can fall in love if you become so suspicious. But
Yeah.
I
Sure.
do blame our black men over here. You all been lying too much. American black women have become so suspicious. In fact, they are all investigators.
Mhm.
The moment you do the poke, check. You said this land is in Africa. No, it cannot be in African land. I saw this land. You know, and they are missing good love. They are missing a lot of, because we really have wonderful African men out there and women too. But there are scummies there too. So let me help you to get a good one so you don't get scammed. Because I really want us to rebuild Africa back. And I think with love, everything is possible. All right. So any
Yeah.
final word that you want to give to, your people back home, here, whatever you want to leave people with, right? Uh, Anybody can go first.
Um, I think the most important thing is communication.
Sure.
In a
That's the
relationship. Talk and talk, even if it hurts. Say it
yeah.
nicely, but talk.
Mhm.
Don't ever hold it in. I think when
And
you
then
hold things in, it ferments. I'm talking about
mm,
myself. When I don't talk, it sits in my stomach and it ferments. And
yep.
anything that ferments when they come out,
Mm.
you're gonna run.
And then the other thing is you treat people how you want to be treated.
Hmm.
Respect them. You want them to respect you. Treat them
Mhm.
Exactly.
kindly, right? Give out what you want and you will get it back. And
Yep.
that's another
Hmm.
clue. When you are giving and you're not seeing it given back to you,
Yeah.
listen. Let people's action show you who they really are, right?
Sure.
That is loving smartly. Because sometimes, you know what you are like. Somebody's in prison, they're on death row. You say, I'm in love. I'm in love. For what now? They are going to kill the person. You know, eventually you're going to get hurt, right? So we want to love, but be wise about it. Anyway, you too, Mr. Hassan, what do you want to leave with us today before you
Hmm.
go?
According to what my wife has said earlier, I think communication is the best key.
Mhm.
So once there's a good communication, I think the relationship also is gonna be a good one.
Yes,
So that's
communication.
it.
I also believe
And
that.
yes, and someone also must be respecting each other.
Mhm.
So that's it. You
Thank you
said
guys
respect is
so
a
much. Your eyes
yeah.
dim, your eyes dig. Because you pick nice. I really like your smile. And I like your skin is like you guys. This woman has the most beautiful skin I've ever seen. See one blemish. I'm getting jealous over here. Her skin is amazing. Please send me some secrets about how you take care of your skin, okay?
Okay.
I'm liking his skin. And I'm so happy you guys met. Thank you so much for teaching us about loving
You're welcome.
across the ocean, right?
Well,
Our
Thank
ancestors will be very
you.
happy that we're finding love with
Yeah.
each other. So let's continue. All right.
Uh, thank you.
And I just want to say, sister, now that you have done such a good thing in Africa, there are more of his type in Ghana,
mm,
Cameroon, South,
okay.
everywhere. So get the sisters
Gambia.
together who are interested, and then let
Yeah.
us also get the people back home so we can do more loving. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I'll stay connected. You guys promise to stay connected because we are
Yeah.
family now.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right, no problem.
All
Yeah,
right.
Love you guys so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for your time. Okay.
you
Have a
went
All right.
sure.
fantastic evening. And to
Okay.
my viewers, I'm hungry. You guys know every time I do talk, I have to go and eat. Right now, I'm thinking of, am I having kenke? Am I having jollof rice? Of course, Ghana jollof rice is the best. I'm not hearing you, Hassan. I'm not hearing you people. Ghana jollof rice is the best. Right.
No
So good
problem.
night. I hope you learn. If you have a love interest in Nigeria, connect me. I'll connect you to Hassan. If there's some
Mm,
information that we can check out for you, feel free to let us know. And if you're a
Okay.
sister over here in New York or in Virginia, as you can see, our sister here is very happy in love. You too
So,
can be happily in love with your king. Find your king in Africa. Why not? Connect us and we will help you do that. So next weekend we'll come back next Saturday. Until then, good night, everybody. Go and
Good
do
night.
some loving. The right way. Make sure it's legal love. I don't want anybody to call me and say I'm in jail. Come and get me. I'm not coming. Bye, y'all. Good night.
All right. Good night.
All right, good. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
You're welcome.
Bye.